Hi, Mark T the Handyman. Today we're going to install some outdoor landscape lighting.
So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting a bright spotlight by the tree and then two on the left side of the house underneath the windows. And then we're going to put two more on the other side of the house in the flower pots that are just below some windows. We're going to need a couple of things here. First, we got a 120 watt transformer, which is also a timer. Next, we need 4 Patriot Lighting low voltage halogen spot landscape lights. These are of the medium brightness. Then for the tree, we're going to use the same type of spotlight, but it's going to be the brightest that they sell. We'll also need some low voltage wire that is made for landscape lighting. We're going to buy 100 feet of that.
So the first thing we need to do is to figure out where are we going to put the timer and how do we get the wire from the timer outside. So in our basement we have this utility room which has the hot water tank and a utility sink. And I'm thinking that the best spot for us to go is up here, right about up there in between these two pipes, okay? So we do have the luxury of a black wire here, this low voltage wire connected to the pool equipment that we can use to measure off of. And we'll just keep the same level and just measure off maybe about 8 inches. Okay, so about 8 inches from that wire is right about there. So that's where we're going to drill. But we're going to go into the mortar part of it. Okay, we've got the hole drilled. It's 3/8 in diameter. I've got a hanger that I pushed through here and I've taped our wire onto it. I haven't used any kind of hook or anything like that. I just put the tape on there and I taped from the head of it all the way down to right there. So it's a little bit of tape, but it should hold. I've just got to remind you too, the hole is probably the most difficult part of this. I have a Milwaukee hammer drill that takes me right through it. It's a corded Milwaukee hand drill. I don't think a cordless hammer drill would work as well, but that's what I used. Okay, we're back outside. We've got the hanger and we're going to pull that through. That was fairly easy. And now we're ready to start pulling the wire through the ground. So we've run the lighting electrical, the low voltage electrical, all the way across this gas valve, all the way to here, and then we're going to take it down to the dirt and bring it over to there and wire in the lights. So we've got our energy source right here that's coming from inside the house and the transformer that we installed. This is the wiring that's going to go to the tree, and this is the wire that's going to energize the other lights. These are going to be connected with these waterproofed wire nuts, and then I'll put some tape over to make it even better. These are waterproof and they have like a gel in there to help protect them from the weather. So we'll be using that. So here's the wire connection that we just did. We've got 3 lines connected to it. Then we got the power line, the line to the other lights, and the line to the tree. And like I say, I put the wire nuts on it and then I wrapped it up in tape, and that should protect them pretty good. So the next thing we got to do is we have to bury the line. It's not that hard because we've got the mulch here that we're just pretty much going to go under. Okay, so this is pretty easy. We're going to kind of do a shortened version of it. Here is you just kind of get your dirt, whatever it is, whether it be mulch or dirt or grass or seed, whatever, and you don't have to plant it deep. Okay, this is 12 volt electricity, and it's not going to hurt anybody, but you know, you don't want to get it chopped up either. So and we just cover it up. Okay, in this particular case, we have a border on this flower bed, so we're going to have to dig this up a little bit, and we're going to put it in there. And the best way to do that is to pry that out and actually go underneath it. We're not going to do that now because it's just for time, but I've already taken away with the shovel some of the top of the grass. And what you want to do there really is just get a couple inches and place it right underneath there. Doesn't have to be deep, like I said. It's going to be underneath there. This wire's fairly tough, and you do that all the way to the tree. So we got our low voltage wire buried now. We've got our cameras. There's the first one we talked about. And then we run that wire all the way up against the house underneath the mulch. And we've got the second camera wired up. And on this particular wiring, this had already been placed. I put this wiring in last year, knowing that we were gonna have lighting this year. And I ran it all the way along here, through these bricks, all the way along that crack. But then we got a new driveway. So I ran it all the way around here, up to there, and then around into here and through the wall. And I've also got a camera here that we put in today. And then I popped that wire through the wall, up above the garage door, all the way across to the other side, and that's how we got the two lights in the flower beds. One here, and then one over there. The next step is where we're going to put the timer. We have the luxury of having this blank 2x4. That's where we're going to put the timer. So I've put these two screws on this 2x6, and that's where we're going to mount the timer. Okay, on the back of the timer we have these two mounting slots right there, and that's how this is going to go up there. They just basically fit on those screws, and let's see, where is it? There we go. And that's that. Now we just have to bring the wire from the outside back into here so we can connect them up. On the bottom of the timer, they have a little panel here that slides out so you can get your wires in. There is no polarity on these, okay, and they gently slip in very easily. Tighten it up at the Phillips head. Right there. And then this one the same thing. Okay, we've got those terminated, and now we just slide this in to place. There we go. Shut the door. We've got a plug over here that we're going to plug this into. We're very fortunate that we have a outlet right here, and we're going to plug that in. So right now we're going to try to give you a brief explanation of how the timer can be set up. Right now the timer is on permanent timer, which means it comes on at a certain time and goes off at a certain time that I've set. But you can change that around a little bit. You've got different settings, and you can change to auto, which it uses a photocell that senses when the sun is out and when the sun is not out, and it turns the timer on based on that. The next one is off. It stays off all the time when it's in off. And the next one is on. It stays on all the time when it's set to on. The next one is sunwise. When the sun rises, it goes off, and when the sun sets, it comes back on. The next one after that, we're back to timer. Okay, and obviously you've got the date and the time that you can put on there, and that's kind of a brief explanation, but there's many functions that this will do, so just wanted to point that out.
Well, Here's the finished product. We got the before picture and the after picture. I think the lights make a real big difference.
If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.